Two guys, young men looking to make an impact. They've got the ability to do so. Can they combine it with the knowledge to get an upset over Future Shock here and advance in this tournament? You got two rival teams here. You know, two rival states. You got a Gamecock team and a North Carolina Tar Heel team in the ring squaring off.
We got a Gamecock announcer and a volunteer announcer here. See,
yes,
we can all get along. However, Future Shock seem to get along with nobody. Absolutely nobody. But will they be able to focus on Jeff Lewis and Jeremy V here, knowing that Ren and Tank might be in their future? Ugh. That's gotta weigh heavy.
As the tournament progresses, we now know tomorrow night we're going to see the Lost Boys in action against the Backseat Boys from Combat Zone Wrestling. That's one of the matches confirmed already. As well, we're going to see in action the Briscoe brothers.
As we saw earlier on that the Briscoe brothers, as well as the Backseat Boys, thanks to Bill Barons getting involved with F.G. Bailey, making sure that they have received buys as well.
And it looks like we're going to see the Briscoe brothers in the ring with a team of Onyx and Tony Mamalu tomorrow night in the second round. Team of Rick and Chris Michaels advancing. They're going to be in action tomorrow night.
Again, we say this tomorrow night as we tape this. If you're watching this on Wildside Home Video, it's coming up in this very videotape.
Actually, it'll be in the next tape you put in the VCR. The one that says tape number 2. Well, that's spiffy artwork on the cover.
You wouldn't have to have anything to do with that spiffy artwork on the cover, would you?
Not a damn thing. Jay Freeze going to town on Jeremy V. Jeremy V ducks a clothesline. Jeremy V coming off the rope, springboard Hurricane Rana. Beautiful maneuver by the young South Carolina native. Arm drag takeover, and Jeremy V coming into his own as a wrestler. And makes the tag into Jeff Lewis.
And Jay Freeze didn't see it coming. Didn't see that either. All right, charging a lariat from Lewis. And Jay Freeze is seeing stars.
Spoke a little bit about the dealings of Future Shock in recent weeks. They've been a thorn in the side of everybody. They said no one respect them, so they were going to take respect. They've been terrorizing Scotty Wren and Tank. And who the hell in their right mind is going to terrorize Tank and Scotty Wren? But Future Shock have done it. They've defeated them on 2 separate occasions. Although it might have been a fluke victory, it was a victory over 2 of the baddest men I've ever laid eyes on nonetheless. As well, Future Shock cost Tank and Scotty Wren a shot at the tag team titles when they cost them a loss to tag team champions TNT.
The tag team scene here is so cutthroat, so competitive, that frankly, the number of friends that we had in the Wildside locker room has really gone downhill exponentially.
Leg lariat by Brandon P.
No denying the firepower of Future Shock.
Jay Freeze in the ring now. Ferociously attacked. Jeff Lewis with a suplex. Takes him down.
So far, it seems to be that Future Shock are working pretty well with each other and focusing exclusively on V and Jeff Lewis. Until that very moment.
Gourd buster by Jeff Lewis. Jeff Lewis makes the tag to Jeremy V. Right hands back and forth from Jeremy V. And look at the youngster go. High back body drop. Wheelbarrow slam there.
Unfortunately for them, Jay Freeze is still in the ring. Oh, Jeff Lewis takes a header over that top rope.
Jeremy V's in the ring to answer that, however. Jay Priest going for the icebreaker.
And actually telling us he was doing that too. Brilliant.
Good way to hold it. Jeremy Fee reverse power bomb.
And once again, pulling out referee Speedy Nelson, just as Jeremy V was about to pin Jay Freeze.
We got to start laying that down in the rule book somewhere along the line.
I think it's in the rule book. They just break it.
Pulling out this referee nonsense.
Oh, good Lord.
And I saw Jeremy V's molar, his incisor, and I think I might cuspid fly out into the front row.
Thanks for the inventory. Oh, and a charging lariat from Brandon P taking out V. P taking out V. Initially speaking. A lot of fight left in Jeremy. God bless him.
Remarkable kid. This Jeremy V. He's shown us that time and time again. Still remembered his outing with Slim J at Freedom Fight 2002.
Still talked about.
The breakout matchup for Jeremy V. He showed he could go on a big-time level. And this is a big-time level tonight. Because he and fellow South Carolina native Jeff Lewis tonight have the opportunity to upset rivals Future Shock. They go into the second round of the Wildside Tag Team Tournament. And the kid has heart, but if he wasn't to get that upset tonight, could he possibly go on to face Tank and the ticking time bomb Scotty Ren? And Jeremy V's got the heart. I know he'd do it.
That's true, but I'm sure Ren and Tank has got to be a concern in the minds of Future Shock. So to focus exclusively on Jeremy V and Jeff Lewis, it's got to be a little tougher tonight more than any other night.
Ren and Tank, a concern in the minds of Future Shock. Ren and Tank got to be a concern in the minds of the damn Secret Service. How can you stop these two? And you know the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well Tank and Scotty Ren have been fooled twice by Future Shock, and they've been screwed by him once. So Tank and Scotty Ren, the odds are in their favor. Future Shock, if they advance, are going to receive a bludgeoning of a lifetime. Paybacks are a bitch, as they say. Big power slam by Jay Freeze.
But there's no counting on that. All bets are off when it comes to NWA Wildside. A non-tag from Future Shock. Now Brandon P. Pin attempt on Jeremy V. When you talk about the fool me once, fool me twice philosophy, can't say it worked very well for Total Destruction this last week or earlier on in this tape here of Fright Night 2002.
Al Getz returning that. And Al Getz as the benefactor of the Dobbins boy. Don't understand that.
The ribcage enduring an awful lot of trauma of Jeremy V, thanks to the team of Future Shock. Working quite cohesively here tonight. Keeping that focus in line. Jay Freeze going up that top turnbuckle. Whoa, very slowly. Giving Jeremy ample time to get up top.
Jeremy V now going for a superplex. And he connects. Huge maneuver for Jeremy V. It might have taken all he had left, but he's got a very fresh Jeff Lewis.
Still a good 7-8 feet away from the tagging hands of Jeff Lewis. Jay Freeze tagging Brandon P. And here we go.
Jeff Lewis is in House of Fire, scoop and a slam on a Brandon P. Jay Freeze charges. Lewis ducks a clothesline, connects with a drop kick. Jeff Lewis, double underhook. Jay Freeze coming off the top. Jeff Lewis catches him. Double underhook pedigree.
And a pin attempt by Jeff Lewis. Brandon P taking Speedy Nelson's mind off the pin.
And wait a minute, Brandon P's got Lewis. He's got Lewis with his own version of the F5.
again, I believe it's Freeze and Lewis who are the legal men. Wonder if Speedy Nelson realizes that.
Boot to the face by Jeremy B. B on the top, missile drop kick. Jeremy B has an upset victory over Future Shock in the past, teaming with Derek Driver. He'd love to repeat his effort here.
Jay Freeze sent over that top rope. Powerful clothesline from V, doing the honors there. And it's Lewis and V. Change of pace here now, double teaming on Brandon P. Oh, Freeze taking Lewis out in that interchange. And P and V once again at it in the middle of the ring.
And wait a minute. Jeremy B is caught. Front kick to the head after shock.
Oh dear, that means Future Shock beat up with Ren and Tank.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, advancing to face Tank and the ticking time bomb, Scotty Red, Future Shock.